starting, what's the first newspaper we're going to be talking about?
We're going to look at China Daily and how they're reacting to the situation in Cyprus right now. And there's a cartoon, actually, that I pulled out where you see the symbol of the euro acting like, I guess, some sort of a doctor in a rescue clinic. And yet another European star has come for a checkup, and it's Cyprus. And as you can imagine, the press in Cyprus is also reacting to the situation there. This is a cartoon in Politis, which is a newspaper there. You see the president, who's getting a very close haircut from, German Chancellor Angela Merkel, German Finance Minister Wolfgang Schäuble, IMF Chief Christine Lagarde. So they've cut off all his hair, and well, some other body parts look like they might be in danger. I can't talk about that on TV. The Wall Street Journal also takes a closer look at this Cyprus bailout, and it has very harsh words about it. It says it's an instant classic in a Euro crisis dysfunction. It says that the deal is, quote, slapdash, short-sighted, and manhandled by politics, and doesn't really do anything to address the root of the problems, including money laundering. And according to the Wall Street Journal, this Cyprus bailout is actually a step backwards in the never-ending Eurozone crisis.
You're also looking at Israel, which is getting ready for a visit, of course, this week from Barack Obama.
That's right. There's a great photo that we should look at that's in The Guardian, where you see a nun there in Jerusalem's old city, and she's walking by some T-shirts there, and I hope you can see one of them represents Obama there saying, "Don't worry, be Jewish," and the other one, he's wearing a Palestinian keffiyeh, so I guess it shows all the challenges that he's going to be facing. The editorial of The Guardian also talks about his visit. They call it Waiting for Godot. It says that there are incredibly low expectations about what Obama can actually achieve on this visit, and it seems like the status quo will remain, a status quo that resembles a lot Waiting for Godot, which means it's quite absurd. It seems like nothing is really changing, but on the ground, things are actually changing, according to The Guardian, in terms of settlements. And so the international community, according to The Guardian, is complicit in the situation because of its inaction. Gulf News also looks at Obama's visit and says it's not very hopeful either. It says there probably won't be any real change, and yet this could be a rare moment of hope because Obama's visiting, Israel has a new government, but expectations are rock bottom, according to Gulf News. And it does hope, however, that Obama will address the Palestinian cause and try to influence Benjamin Netanyahu to end the occupation.
You've also been reading about this story that's getting a lot of attention as well, especially in the American media. 2 teenage football players in the state of Ohio have been found guilty of raping a 16-year-old last summer. And what's different about this story, the reason it's getting so much coverage, is because social media had a crucial role to play.
That's right. Social media actually brought the whole story to light because the 16-year-old girl who was allegedly raped, she was unconscious at the time. And so it was really thanks to postings that these teenagers put on Facebook, Twitter, etc., that this story emerged. It's also thanks to...
They posted
They posted photos, they posted tweets during the whole event. And actually, it's thanks to these...
Of the abuse itself.
Of the abuse itself, exactly. Text messages, etc. And it's thanks to all these things that prosecutors were able to put together some sort of a timeline of exactly what happened when, because these teenagers were actually quite boastful about what they were doing. Now, another thing that's interesting is that another reason that social media has come into light is because it's thanks to social media that it became such a national outrage, because there's the group Anonymous, the hacker group, that once they saw that it appeared that members of the community were trying to cover up the story, well, they made a big deal about it, brought it to light. So it seems like social media has really played a key role in this whole case, and that's what's very interesting about it.
And Anonymous helped uncover the story.
That's right.
And now something else. David Hasselhoff, an American actor of German ancestry, I believe. He's been making headlines for trying to save the Berlin Wall.
That's right. Now, Hasselhoff is a famous American actor. He's also famous in Germany for being a pop star, because in 1989, he came out with a song called Looking for Freedom, which he sang on top of the Berlin Wall. But 25 years later, he's back, and he's trying to save the wall that he actually helped destroy, because a large section of the wall is being threatened of being destructed because developers want to tear it down and build luxury flats. And Hasselhoff has become somewhat of a representative, leading the movement to save this section of the wall. You see him here near the wall yesterday at a demonstration there. His hope is to raise money to be able to convince the property developers to go somewhere else.
David Hasselhoff, saving the Berlin Wall. Florence Villemino, thank you very much. Review of the international press. We'll see you tomorrow for more headlines in the French press and the international press. Thanks. Coming up in business, what happens next in Cyprus? Matthew Warren will be here to look at the implications of that bailout deal.